Maayong adlaw mga igsoon ko da kay Kristo. Jesus said to his disciple, "Do not worry." Igsoon, as you hear this word, what are your worries? Maybe mga concern nato about health, finances, work, family issues, or ministry. I pray that God will speak to you as you are watching this video. In Luke chapter 12 verses 22 to 34, then Jesus said to his disciples, "Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens, they do not sow or reap, they have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable you are than birds? Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? Consider how the wild flower, they do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendor can dress like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into fire, how much more will he clothe you, you of little faith? And do not set your heart on what you will eat or drink. Do not worry about it, for the pagan world runs after all such things. And your Father knows that you need them. But seek his kingdom, and these things will be given to you as well. Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father have been pleased to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the poor. Provide pursuits for yourself what will not wear out, a treasure in heaven that will never fail, where no thieves comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Isuon isa sa message karong kabuntaga is to stop worrying, have faith in God, the Lord will provide. In verse 22 to 23, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, or about your body, what you will wear, for life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Igsuon gi-address ni Jesus sa iyang mga disciples that life is more than food to eat and physical clothes to wear. Because the usual concern sa itong mga tao is that how can we provide sa atong sarili and sa atong family? And that's a valid concern, pero ang pangutana, by worrying of all those things, did it help us to be more closer with our God? So why worry? Jesus said, consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barns, yet God feeds them. Consider the wild flower. They do not labor or spin, yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. Igsuon, we are more valuable than these to our God. Jesus was saying to stop worrying and have faith in our God. The Lord will provide. The second message is that stop worrying, seek God. Igsuon, the response to worry is to seek God first. Unahon nato siya sa tanan natong pagabuhaton. And this will be given to you as well. Igsuon, promise sa atong Ginoo na kung unahon nato siya, dili ug dili ta niya pasagdan. Kabalo siya sa atong panginahanglan bago pa nato giampo ni sa iya. Seek God in prayer. In Philippians 4 verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. Stop worrying and seek God first. And finally, stop worrying and store up treasures in heaven. Igsuon dapat nato masabtan na sa tanan butang sa kalibutan, tanan temporary lamang. And even ang atong kinabuhi, lumalabay lamang. And that is why in verse 25, Jesus said, who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Jesus was telling us to stop worrying because God will provide. Stop worrying, seek God, and stop worrying, store up treasures in heaven. A treasures in heaven that will never fail, where no thief comes near and no moth destroy. Sa parable na gi-share sa atuan ni Pastor Glenn, dito na ito nabasa ang isa ka wealthy rich man who acquired riches from many years of working. Yet, gibrand siya sa Ginoo as fool because at that night his life will be taken away from him. O giwarn ta ni Jesus sa pag-store up og treasures and riches that is not towards our God. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. That's in verse 34. Igsuon, asa ba nato ginaset atong heart? Jesus reminds us to stop worrying about the concerns of the world and focus more on the things about God that will last till judgment time, that will last till we meet our Creator. So, let's continue to meditate our devotion for today, and God bless.